Maloney from my MMAnews.com, and I'm talking to my man right here, Vince Ciulla. Vince is coming off of a nice performance where he won a gold and a silver at New Jersey BJJ Summer Classic. I worked with Vince at USKA Delaware a couple weeks ago, and he loves the region sports. He's very active. Vince, my man, great to see you. How you feeling? It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, feeling good, Bob. Yeah, pretty good weekend, busy weekend, but it was good at the end.
Well, listen, you kind of adopted the lifestyle now, which we'll get into in a little bit. But tell me quickly about, this recent tournament where I saw you brought home 2 medals. You seemed very happy with your performance. Just give me a little breakdown of how that weekend went.
Yeah, the first fight was gi. Started out pretty strong with a good takedown, good snap down, and was able to get mount and finish pretty quickly with Ezekiel. Second match, I wound up getting my back taken. I was up 9-0, making a silly mistake and got cross-collared. So finished second in that one. And then I had my no-gi match after that, and I wound up winning that 6-2 on points. Tough match. We wound up fighting guard for the most of the fight, but came home with the gold. So.
Well, it really seems like you have started to love this competition. I know that around the region, we're seeing more and more, jiu-jitsu tournaments and promotions. Tell me a little bit, Vince, about your path into the lifestyle, into the sport. I know it's been a few years you've been training now, but was it somebody or what was it that, you started in 2018, so I guess you're on your 4th year. What was it that, made you decide that, you wanted to go full force and train jiu-jitsu? How'd you fall in love with it?
Well, it was definitely a time for a lifestyle change for me. I had a lot of history with addiction, and I wound up getting treatment. When I came out, I found these guys, found Damien and Jeff, and they took me in under their arms, like brothers and fathers to me. And I really, love the camaraderie of it, the family atmosphere of it, and just was able to feel good about myself, about finally doing something that I felt good about.
That's fantastic, man. I mean, that's a great story, and that's another reason why I love mixed martial arts and all these combat sports, because you find a place. Listen, I go back a ways with Jeff. Jeff fought in Atlantic City. I love Jeff. Damien has been in the sport for a long time. I have nothing but respect for those guys. I mean, not just because they train guys well, but they're good guys. So I can see easily why you fell in love with the place and have an extended family, which is very, very wonderful. And like I said, I enjoy seeing those guys at all the regional events. Tell me about, some of your training partners. Who do you like to roll with over there? Give me something, tell me a little bit about your daily training.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much training Japanese, Brazilian, Muay Thai, and boxing. I took a little break from the Japanese just to focus on Brazilian a little bit more. But the tough thing I run into is finding guys my size to roll with. So what I've tried to do, and Jeff has instilled this for me from day one, is to do small man jiu-jitsu. And if I can do small man jiu-jitsu as a big guy, I can, it's worked out really well for me with my speed and able to get my takedowns. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to adopt. I got Coach Pat over here. He's a wrestler. He's a small guy, but he's a fight. So it keeps me on my toes. And, it's just a great time over here.
Listen, I just saw that you were talking about competing in another competition. Tell me about that. That's in Philly, so I'm actually hoping I can get over to that. Is a fight to win? Tell me about this. About your next.
The Good Fight tournament out in I think it's out in Broomall, Philadelphia, out in that area. It's July 17th. It's a sub only, which I'm used to trying to finish quick, so I'm not trying to go the whole 10 minutes with somebody this time around. So hopefully I can get a quick finish and be victorious.
Now, are you still waiting on an opponent for that, or do you know who you were going in there with?
I really try not to look at my opponent. They have the registrations and they do the brackets the night before, 2 nights before. But I go in there and I don't want to know who it is. I know some people want to go search them on Facebook. trying to find out, what the guy looks like. I'm just whoever you want in front of me, I'm ready for it.
Hey, listen, you know what? That's, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's what it's about anyway. I mean, let's face it. I mean, I laugh about, I see guys I know, guys I know in the sport, not just Jiu-Jitsu, but fighting, you see them and they don't look, you're a big guy, but the little guys who you don't really know, you think, oh, look at this guy. He's small. But if he knows Jiu-Jitsu, then you know what? Like you're saying, small man Jiu-Jitsu, they're going to be able to take care of themselves. Before we go, once again, I'm with Vince Ciulla. Vince is like on the regional scene all over the place, competing in Jiu-Jitsu, always at the events, either whether he's working or supporting a teammate. Vince, get some shout-outs or some love before we go, my man.
I just want to give a shout out to my daughter Kayla, my son Anthony, my sensei Damian Wright from Right Fight Concepts, my coach Jeff Cressman, my other coach Pat, and Carlos Catania is our affiliate. And just try and do big things from here.
Hey, Vince, man, it's always a pleasure to see you. You're one of those guys that, light up a room. I'll always look forward to seeing you someplace because, you bring a positive energy, and it was great to talk to you today. And I know I'm gonna see if I can make it out there to Broomall on the 17th to see you go at it. And I'll be talking to you soon, Vince. Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time.
I appreciate it, Bob. Thanks for having me, Bob.
Anytime.